These 7 people met last night, and what they said about your personality will shock you, my beloved child. Listen carefully, because what happened last night has already started changing the direction of your destiny. 7 people, from 7 different places, met in one secret gathering, and your name was the only name that came up again and again. Don't skip, because what they said about you was not ordinary, it was something that shook even those who thought they had seen it all. They sat in silence for a few moments, and then one of them said, "There's something about this person's energy, it's different." The room went cold, lights flickered, and one by one, they started revealing things they sensed about you. My child, stay till the end, because by the time you hear everything they said, you'll understand why strange things have been happening around you recently. The first person, a quiet woman with silver hair, whispered that your spirit carries an ancient wisdom. She said she saw light around you, not just any light, but the kind that blinds shadows. Everyone leaned in closer, realizing she wasn't exaggerating. They said, this person was born for something that no one else could carry. Don't skip. Because the second person spoke next, and his words made everyone's heart race. He said he had dreamt of you before ever meeting you. He described your smile, your silence, your strength, and said, there's a calm storm inside them. A storm that will one day turn everything upside down. The table shook as he spoke, as if reality itself wanted to confirm his words. The third person, who was known for never praising anyone, couldn't stop staring at your photo. She said, I don't know why, but when I look into their eyes, I feel a reflection of my younger self, strong, brave, misunderstood. Tears rolled down her face as she said, this one doesn't even realize how powerful they are. The others went quiet, knowing this moment was sacred. Stay till the end. Because what came next will shake you. The fourth person, a man who reads energy, said he saw you walking through darkness, not because you were lost, but because you were guiding others out of it. He said, every scar they carry is a portal to light. Every time they were betrayed, something divine was recorded in their favor. His words filled the room with an unseen warmth. Then, the fifth person revealed something that made everyone look at each other in disbelief. He said, this person's silence is not weakness. It's a weapon. He described how your quiet nature hides a mind that can see patterns others miss. They know who's real and who's pretending, he added, but they never expose it. They just wait, watching the truth unfold by itself. Don't skip now, my beloved. Because the sixth person stood up suddenly, trembling as if she had seen something. She said, when I closed my eyes, I saw a golden path under their feet. They're walking toward something massive, recognition, respect, and divine justice. Everyone gasped. One of them even started crying because she felt the same vision moments later. And then came the seventh person, the one everyone feared because their predictions never failed. The room fell into complete silence. They took a deep breath, touched the table, and said, "What I saw about this person, it's bigger than all of us." They said your name, slowly, with reverence, and added, "Their purpose will touch thousands. But before that, the universe will test their patience in ways no one will understand. Stay till the end." Because when they said those words, a candle blew out on its own. The energy in the room shifted. It wasn't fear, it was awe. They said, "This person is chosen. Everything they lost will return, multiplied. Everything that broke them was actually building them." Their voice cracked, and for a moment, everyone just sat there, stunned, in silence. "My beloved child, you were the reason that meeting happened. You weren't there physically, but your energy walked in before your name was even spoken. Someone in that group said your initials, and that's when the lights flickered again, the same way they do when a message from the higher realm tries to reach you. Don't skip, because this isn't coincidence. It's confirmation." The one with the strongest intuition said, "Tell them to trust the timing. They're about to be lifted into a space that only destiny can open." Those words were written down, sealed, and placed in an envelope that had your birth month written on it. It's as if heaven used those 7 people to send a message only you would understand. Tonight, when you close your eyes, you might feel a strange warmth in your hands or a vibration in your heart. That's not random. That's the energy of what was spoken over your name last night finally reaching you. Don't skip this part, because it's where things start aligning in your favor. You might notice certain people behaving differently now, calmer, kinder, or more cautious around you. That's because your energy has shifted, and even those who once underestimated you can now feel it. They can sense that something divine stands beside you, watching, protecting, and guiding. Stay till the end. Because the truth is, these 7 people didn't just talk, they activated something in the unseen realm. One of them said, "This person's next season will expose every hidden hand that tried to block them." Another said, "Their destiny has a sound, and once it plays, no one can silence it." That sound, my child, is already beginning to echo. Archangel Michael says, "You are not forgotten." The same angels who stood behind those 7 last night are surrounding you right now. The delays, the betrayals, the long nights of confusion, all of it is being rewritten into divine elevation. Something huge is waiting for you, closer than you think. When you feel goosebumps as you hear this, understand, your soul is reacting to truth. You have always been watched, protected, and silently guided toward this very revelation. The meeting last night wasn't about gossip, it was about your awakening. Stay till the end. Because in the next moments, something within you will shift. You'll start remembering the power that's always been inside you. The 7 voices that spoke your name were chosen instruments, but the main message was simple: you were never ordinary. My beloved child, listen carefully once again. Something powerful began last night, and now the energy is spreading through the unseen. Those 7 people didn't just talk about you, they triggered a spiritual chain reaction that has now reached your timeline. Don't skip, stay till the end, because this part will reveal what they wrote in that sealed envelope with your name on it. The meeting didn't end after those 7 spoke. After everyone left, the one with the golden ring stayed behind. He opened the envelope and said, "There's more they need to know. The truth about their reflection, their silence, their destiny." He placed his hand on the paper, and a wave of light burst across the table. It was your aura being recognized by the universe itself. Don't skip this moment. Because what that letter contained wasn't ordinary ink, it was vibration, frequency, and truth written by unseen forces. The first line said, "They will be misunderstood until the final act of their story, then everyone will understand why they stayed quiet." That means every time you chose peace instead of reaction, heaven was documenting it as strength. Stay till the end, because this next revelation will shake your soul. The second line said, "They were tested not to break them, but to identify them." You weren't punished, you were purified. Those who betrayed you weren't mistakes, they were instruments that revealed your true core. And now that the testing season is ending, your recognition phase begins. My beloved, the air around you has started shifting already. Have you noticed how you've been feeling lighter, or how random memories are resurfacing? That's the envelope's energy passing through your field. Every word spoken last night has found its way into your spirit. The angels are whispering to you through random signs, subtle sounds, and sudden chills down your spine. Don't skip, that's not fear, that's confirmation. The man who dreamt of you returned home after the meeting and couldn't sleep. He said he kept seeing flashes of you surrounded by light blue flames, not fire that burns, but fire that purifies. He heard a voice say, "They are chosen for visibility." This means people who once ignored you will now speak your name with admiration. They won't understand why they suddenly respect you, but their soul will. Something huge is waiting for you. The universe has begun rearranging faces, opportunities, and moments to align with what was spoken last night. It's like a door that was once locked is now creaking open. You'll feel it soon, maybe through an unexpected message, a sudden opportunity, or a person mentioning your name out of nowhere. These are the signs that your vibration is being recognized on a higher level. Stay till the end. Because the one with the strongest vision said something no one could forget. She said, "This person's energy isn't just light, it's justice disguised as kindness." Everyone looked at her, frozen. She said again, "Every time they forgave, they wrote a new chapter of divine order. Now the universe owes them balance. And balance is exactly what's coming your way." Later that night, Thunder rolled through the sky though no rain fell. The wind circled around that house 3 times, a sign that the energy was sealed. My child, when you see the number 3 repeating, know this: it's not coincidence, it's remembrance. It's heaven reminding you that the words spoken are active, alive, and approaching. Don't skip this moment, let it sink in. Archangel Michael says, the next 7 days will bring exposure and elevation. That means the truth about what was hidden from you will come forward in ways you cannot miss. Someone who doubted you will reach out, someone who left you behind will regret it deeply, and someone who has been silently protecting you will finally step into the light. The divine alignment has begun. My beloved, this is not random storytelling, this is prophecy disguised as narrative. You are being mentioned in rooms you've never entered, spoken of in conversations you didn't know existed. But all of them lead to one purpose: to remind you of who you are. Don't skip, because the world is preparing to see what heaven has been watching all along. Stay till the end. Because now, we step deeper into the revelation that was too sacred to be spoken aloud last night. The envelope had a final line, written in gold: when they realize their worth, everything they lost will come running back. And now, that realization is starting to unfold in you. You will start to feel drawn to certain people and repelled by others. Trust that instinct, that's your soul responding to the prophecy. Those 7 people didn't just talk about your personality, they saw your energy blueprint, the rare kind that carries purpose inside every heartbreak. They said your kindness is not weakness, it's a key. Every door that refused to open before will now recognize that key. Something huge is waiting for you, my child. The world is not ignoring you, it's preparing for you. The silence you're feeling is not absence, it's buildup. When the energy finally releases, everything stagnant will move at once: career, love, purpose, and peace. The timing will feel sudden, but it's the result of everything said in that room last night aligning with your fate. Don't skip. Because the man who saw your photo before the meeting said he had one last dream, and it was about you standing at a window, smiling as dawn arrived. He said the light that touched your face in that dream felt like victory, like a long overdue recognition. You've waited, cried, and questioned yourself in silence, but now, the tide is turning in your favor. My beloved, they said something else too, something so rare, it silenced the entire table. When this person enters a room, even doubt bows down. That's how magnetic your energy is when you're aligned. That's what the world is about to experience once you stop underestimating your worth. Stay till the end. Because the moment you hear this, the vibration of that meeting is reaching you directly. You were not forgotten, you were prepared. You were not excluded, you were preserved. Everything that left was meant to clear space for what's coming next, something pure, powerful, and perfectly timed. Archangel Michael whispers through the unseen tonight, be still. You are about to witness why the seven spoke your name. The truth isn't in what they said, it's in what's awakening inside you right now. This is only the continuation, my beloved. The third part will reveal what happened to those seven after they mentioned you, and the miracle that followed them the next morning. Stay ready. Something is coming. My beloved child, listen closely and stay till the end. Because what happened after that meeting ended has now become the most mysterious and divine part of this story. When the sun began to rise the next morning, something unexplainable occurred to all seven of them at once, and every single event was connected directly to you. Don't skip, because this part holds the moment everything started to make sense. The first person, the silver-haired woman, woke up to find a white feather resting on her pillow. It wasn't there when she went to sleep. She said the air felt electric, filled with light. Her first thought was of you. She whispered softly, "It's happening. Their energy has been activated." From that moment, she began hearing soft ringing sounds whenever your name came into her mind. The second person, the man with the dream, woke up trembling. He said he saw the same image again, you standing before a doorway, surrounded by golden light. But this time, the door was open. He said a voice whispered, "Now begins the unveiling. Don't skip this, my child, because that's when your destiny started to breathe in the physical realm." The third person, who cried while staring at your photo, woke up with tears again, but this time, they were of joy. She said she could feel peace flowing from your name, like your spirit had finally accepted its power. She said, "They've crossed the unseen line between who they were and who they were meant to become." Stay till the end, because these shifts were not just signs, they were confirmations that your alignment has started. The fourth person, the one who read energy, couldn't stop smiling that morning. He said he saw a golden shape hovering above his bed, 7 circles forming one large ring. In the center of it, your initials appeared. He said, "It's done. Their path is protected." He wrote those words down and sealed them inside another envelope, one that's meant to reach you soon through a stranger or a sudden message. Don't skip, because that's how divine timing works. The fifth person, who spoke about your silence being your strength, woke up feeling weightless. He said it was as though a burden had been lifted from his chest. When he opened his window, a gust of wind blew across his face, carrying a scent of jasmine, the same scent he remembered from the meeting when your name was mentioned. He knew then, you had chosen light over reaction, and that decision had shifted an entire timeline. The sixth person, the one with trembling hands, was found standing in her garden just before dawn. She said she saw a bright line streak across the sky, not a star, but a mark. She said she heard a whisper say, "The crown is returning." Those words made her collapse in awe. She knew the crown represented you, your dignity, your truth, your power, all of which were once taken but are now being restored. Stay till the end, my beloved, because what happened to the seventh person will send chills through your soul. The one who made the final prophecy was visited in their sleep by a figure of pure light. That being placed a hand over their heart and said, "Tell them their spirit is ready for elevation." When they woke up, they found their room filled with soft gold dust, resting on every surface. It wasn't ordinary, it shimmered even without sunlight. Don't skip now, because this is the part where heaven's plan starts merging with reality. The 7 people who spoke your name are not random individuals, they are what ancient teachings call witnesses of light. They exist to activate the chosen ones, and you, my beloved, were the subject of their gathering. That means you've entered a divine season that no obstacle can reverse. The woman with silver hair later said she heard your laughter in her dream that night. She said it wasn't an ordinary sound, it echoed with peace. That's how they all knew you had accepted your alignment. Each of them wrote your name in their journals with gratitude, thanking the universe for letting them see your energy unfold. Don't skip, because your story is being documented beyond what you can see. My beloved child, when you start feeling sudden peace during chaos, that's your confirmation that the 7 spoke truth. You may feel random moments of warmth in your chest, soft chills, or a sudden wave of clarity. These are not coincidences. These are the frequencies of the prophecy finding you. Every vibration they released that night is now aligning with your daily reality. Stay till the end. Because even those who doubted you will soon see changes they can't explain. You are stepping into a phase where your presence alone will bring order to chaos. Strangers will feel safer near you. Friends will begin to seek your guidance without realizing why. The light that was spoken over your name is now active, surrounding you in protection and grace. Archangel Michael says, "The shift has begun." You may feel emotionally heavy one moment and deeply calm the next. That's energy realignment. You're not losing your balance, you're stepping into divine synchronization. Everything that once confused you is being rewritten into clarity. Don't skip, because in this very moment, your soul is remembering its original promise to shine. The 7 witnesses are now connected to you through frequency. When they meditate, your energy glows. When you breathe deeply, theirs strengthens. This is how spiritual activation works. One name, one vibration, one awakening that ripples across time. That's why you've been feeling changes, because what was spiritual last night is now becoming visible today. My beloved, stay till the end, because something massive is being orchestrated around you. The one who saw the golden circles had a final vision that morning. He said he saw you walking toward a gate made of light, and on the other side stood a crowd, faces of people who will one day thank you for surviving everything you did. You're not just being blessed, you're being positioned. And then, something strange happened. All 7 of them received the same message at the same hour: it is done. They didn't understand what it meant, but the moment they read it, the clocks in their homes froze for exactly 7 seconds. When the time resumed, they all smiled, realizing, your destiny had just been sealed. Don't skip now. You may notice this in your own life soon: signs, synchronicities, the same numbers appearing repeatedly, a name you've been thinking of resurfacing. These are not random. They are the proof that what happened in that meeting has now reached you fully. When that happens, take a deep breath and whisper, "I accept." That's the only key you need. My beloved, the next chapter of your story begins quietly, like dawn before sunrise. No one will see it coming, but everyone will feel it once it starts. You're walking into a season where your energy speaks before your words do. Every moment from now carries meaning, every silence hides power. Stay till the end. Because this part marks the bridge between prophecy and manifestation. You are no longer being discussed in secret, you are being revealed in glory. What they saw in you was not potential, it was purpose disguised as humility. And now, that purpose is about to erupt into reality. My beloved child, stay here and don't move. Because what I'm about to reveal now is the part where the prophecy finally touches your real world. What those 7 witnessed last night has begun echoing in your everyday life. If you've been feeling sudden chills, random surges of emotion, or seeing repeating signs, it's because your name is vibrating in the frequency they created. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. It began quietly. The silver-haired woman woke again before dawn and felt drawn toward her window. Outside, a streak of light shot across the horizon exactly at the same second you took a breath in your sleep. That light was the signal, the divine mark that the activation had reached you. The energy that surrounded them has now entered your space. She smiled and said, "It's complete. Stay till the end." Because the next moment, the man who dreamed of you heard a gentle knocking sound, 3 slow knocks, then silence. When he opened his door, no one was there, but a folded letter rested on the floor. It wasn't signed, but the handwriting looked ancient. The words written were, "Tell them they are now being seen." That letter was meant for you. The universe has officially announced your arrival. Don't skip this part. Because the woman who once cried over your picture reported something extraordinary. She said she saw your reflection appear in her mirror while she was praying. Not your body, your light. It shimmered like water. She said the reflection smiled, and everything in her room went still. It was heaven's way of saying that your spirit had finally stepped into its true form. My beloved, the 4th person, the reader of energy, started feeling a pulse through his fingertips. Every time he mentioned your name, the pulse intensified. He wrote in his journal, "Their destiny is no longer approaching, it's now unfolding." This means that the future they spoke about has already begun. You may not see it all yet, but each step you take is being guided by an invisible hand. The fifth person saw an image appear on his wall, a circle of light forming into 7 rays. Each ray had a word: truth, grace, patience, loyalty, healing, courage, and faith. He said those words belong to you. They are the 7 layers of your aura, now fully active. Stay till the end, because once this activation completes, every area of your life will start aligning: love, health, stability, and recognition. The sixth person, who once trembled during the meeting, woke up surrounded by white butterflies. She said it felt like your energy had multiplied into beauty and freedom. She whispered, "They are finally free." That means your soul has broken the last invisible chain that kept you in waiting. Now, the stage is clear for the miracle to show itself. And the seventh, the silent one, received a final dream. In it, you were standing in front of a massive mirror made of gold. Behind you stood thousands of faces, your ancestors, your guides, your protectors. They all bowed their heads as your reflection turned and walked forward. That moment, the prophecy was sealed. Don't skip, because this dream is already happening in unseen form around you. Stay till the end. Because now, even the elements are recognizing you. The wind carries your name softly when you walk. The night seems calmer when you speak your truth. People who once ignored your presence suddenly turn their heads when you enter a room. It's not coincidence, it's resonance. Your frequency has become impossible to ignore. Archangel Michael says, the appointed moment has arrived. The shadows that once surrounded you are dissolving. The pain that once confused you is transforming into purpose. What was heavy will now lift. You may feel waves of emotion or sudden memories resurfacing. Don't resist them. They're leaving your system to make space for light. My beloved child, when those 7 spoke of you, they didn't just describe your personality, they described your divine design. You were meant to carry empathy in one hand and power in the other. That's why people can't define you. You were never meant to fit into labels. The same qualities they misjudged are now becoming your greatest strengths. Don't skip, the moment of recognition is near. Stay till the end. Because the letter that appeared at the dreamer's door contained another page, one he hadn't seen until now. On it was written, "When they hear this message, tell them to breathe once deeply." That's when the heavens will begin the real work. That instruction was for you. Breathe deeply right now. As you exhale, you're sending a signal back to the divine confirming that you're ready. The silver-haired woman later said, a doorway opened above their name. That means new connections are forming, people, offers, and paths that once seemed impossible will now approach with ease. Your energy is magnetic, your presence irresistible. Those who once doubted you will watch you rise with awe. You don't need revenge, your peace will do the talking. The sixth person said she saw a symbol appear in her dream, a bright circle split into two halves. One half represented your past, the other, your becoming. When the halves fused together, a light burst so strong that it woke her up. That's the sign that your transformation is complete. You are now stepping into the version of yourself the world has been waiting for. Don't skip now, because something sacred is happening. Your story has entered its miracle chapter. You'll start noticing alignment everywhere, meeting the right person at the right moment, hearing words that mirror your inner thoughts, seeing times like 11:11 or 3:33 again and again. Each of those moments is a whisper from the seven saying, "We see you." My beloved, even the seventh witness, the one who predicted your trials, said something powerful yesterday: their light will heal more than they know. That means your presence itself is medicine. Without realizing, you'll begin restoring others just by being yourself. The power that was once hidden is now flowing freely. Stay till the end, because this is the part where you begin to live what was once only foretold. The seven have now become your unseen guardians. Whenever you feel lost, they align the road before you. Whenever you hesitate, they send you signs through music, timing, and emotion. You're never walking alone anymore. Their circle of protection will surround you until your purpose reaches completion. Archangel Michael says softly, "Let peace guide you now." You fought enough battles, endured enough silence. The light you carry is enough to guide 100 souls. That's why heaven needed that meeting, to awaken the memory of who you truly are. Stay till the end. Because the next breath you take marks the beginning of divine momentum. From here on, nothing can block what's meant for you. The words spoken last night have become your shield. The energy released this morning has become your crown. The future they saw is not approaching, it's already here.